Welcome to ijdm. I know you were expecting something with building a radio station, but instead we're going to do something on my product. We're going to saw this laptop in half and then put it back together with Flex Seal. Yes. Well, no, not really. We'll build a radio station.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Yeah, well, welcome to ijdm. I know that was a hokey intro there, but yeah, if you haven't seen the Flex Seal episodes, they're in the playlist, so be sure to check those out. There's some funny ones if you're kind of into the humorous YouTube things, and yeah, some of my jokes are pretty bad. But yes, we are going to build a radio station, and for this we obviously need a laptop. I chose this XP laptop just because it has something on it that we're going to use. Next thing we're going to need is a transmitter. And this is not as hard as you think it is because these things are readily available. So yeah, this is all you need. It's a retekess, I guess there's no L. It's retekess or retekess. Anyhow, we're going to use this transmitter. Yeah, I purchased this on my own. It's not sponsored or anything, and we'll use that for transmitting. We're also going to use a cord here that, you know, so we can hook the laptop up to the transmitter. It uses just a standard 3.5 millimeter double end plug, and that's pretty much it. Of course, we want to check out our radio signal, so we're going to need a radio. Now, disclaimer real quick right here. Transmitting in any country is a tricky situation because of laws. And I'm just doing this purely as an experiment. I'm only doing it on low power. And I'm only doing this just to show that it's possible for churches and different things. Who knows if another 2020 episode comes around or not, where we're, you know, not able to go out or whatever. And a lot of churches back in that time frame were doing exactly this. So I thought I'd mention this, kind of make this into a quick kind of video, I hope. We'll see how long it goes. But let's get things connected. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and plug this into the output, which plugs in right there. And then we're going to plug it into the input, which is on the front. Which, by the way, whoever, retekess, put it on the back side, please. I don't mind the mic being on the front side, but please put it on the back side. It just makes it cleaner if it's sitting in, you know, some type of environment or whatever. Of course, we're going to need to go ahead and plug this thing in and hopefully have enough cord. Yeah, so we're going to do that and then make sure that we are set to... No, we're not. I want to change the frequency just because, so... Okay, jump forward. I'm going to broadcast on 88.8 just because it's kind of like a frequency that's not really used in the U.S. We use odd numbers here in the U.S. for some stupid reason. FCC, I don't know who decided that whole thing. But you go to any other country, they use the 0.8, 0.9, 0.6, where we skip over and use only the odd ones. But for this video, I'm going to use good old channel 88.8. And I don't think I'm going to do any harm because I'm going to make this video extremely quick and not try to... And it doesn't interfere with any radio signals. I've checked it on my other radios. Don't hear me at all. Unless you're 2 feet from the transmitter, then of course you will. And this is an all-in-one box. I mean, this is what they sell. I mean, I probably should have showed an unboxing on it, but this is pretty much it. It's just basically a transmitter in a box. And yeah, it can actually go pretty far, but I don't recommend running it on high. I don't know what the legalities are going that far. I'm keeping the sucker on low because just for reasons. All right, so let's get into this. And we got the transmitter running. It is transmitting right now. And I don't want to do this for very long because I don't need somebody ringing my doorbell right now going, excuse me. Yeah, there's an ad on this. And we're going to be using digilink. Not the digilink videos if you've been watching my channel, not the digilink you're used to. This is called something called digilink free. It was something that was offered from arrakis. I honestly don't have much to say about this. I will show it in a future video, but we're going to use a little Jan hammer, Yan hammer. There's different ways I've heard people say it. But we're just going to load a few songs here, and if I remember right, I highlight that, and then let's do Chase, put that in there. And if you don't, it usually just starts playing like off of this, which is weird because like if you just hit it, it just starts playing something. So we'll go to the trial, and then let's just load one more. I don't have any IDs or anything here. It's just kind of what was in here, and let's just go with Evan. So we got everything loaded, good to go. Let's bring it up to the top. So we should be able to hit the auto button, and we should be able to, it should be broadcasting. We should be able to hear something, and let's make sure the volume is on the outputs all the way up, and we should be broadcasting right now. So let's see if we are, and see if this radio station thing, I'm not going to put the antenna up because I'm only 2 feet away from it, but let's just see if, all right, we'll turn this on, and we will go to channel 88.8. I don't want to go too close to the camera because I'm not sure of the focus. Yeah. Volume all the way up. Yeah, so that's transmitting right now. That's coming from this right here. We just built the radio station in less than, how long has this video been running? I don't see the counter right now, but we built this in less than, what, 10 minutes? Yeah, it's that easy. I mean, years ago, maybe it would have took a little longer, but who knows? The next question you're going to ask is, what's the reach of this? Well, even on low power, it does go pretty far. And again, disclaimer, warning, do not attempt this, do not do this. If you're a church or whatever, I mean, be sure to check up all the laws and all the regulations and things with FCC, or if you live in another country, whatever your governing agency is, because obviously there can be issues with doing this kind of thing. This is why I purely bought this, just to show you. That's it. I'm not gonna, there's no way I need somebody knocking at my door and going, you're broadcasting, because the fines can be ridiculous. So that being said, what we're gonna do and try to get this taken care of right away, I'm gonna move the camera to, I'm just gonna kind of go handheld with this camera, and we're just gonna walk around the house and just kind of see how the signal's coming in another area. Of course my air conditioning's running here, but yeah, it's coming in. I'm a good probably 25, 50 feet away. I could probably walk down the road a little bit and get in it, because again, this is not a frequency being used, so obviously, and this radio does a pretty dang good job of tuning things in. Sorry about the focus thing. This camera only goes in so far unless I put it in macro mode, but and the air conditioning thing, but you get the general idea. I mean, I'm pretty far away right now from the transmitter thing, and just to give you an idea as I'm walking here, the transmitter is way over there. So yeah, imagine this on high power. Well, that will do it for this ijdm. I hope you enjoyed this little ditty about building a radio station. Is it feasible? I don't know. I mean, maybe there is ways, and people make comments about how to properly do an amateur radio station, but you know, it was just one of those things. I wanted to see if it can be done. I'd heard about the church thing in 2020 with the masses and people not being able to be there in person, so they have this parking lot thing, and I just thought it was kind of cool that we could, you know, possibly show what, you know, was going on in that era. And yeah, we got the Flex Seal thing going on the bottle there. We'll see you next time on ijdm. Be sure to consider becoming a Patreon sponsor. Hit that like button or dislike button if you want, and appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button as well. We'll see you next time.
Flex tape, it works!